Well guys, I'm back out bush. Look, blue sky. How awesome is that? It was cold when I got here, but it's been probably 2.5 hours. I've been wandering around. I was invited out to an area. We're on a mullock heap. Now I'm out with Shannon. He had 13 bits by the time I got here, and he'd been here about less than, well, maybe an hour. But I tell you what, he's probably up to about 30. So yes, the gold is pouring out of the ground and he's in one little spot. But yeah, he was here the other week. He got about 3 grams. But he's come back and I reckon he's exceeded his 3 grams already. He is on fire. Anyway, I finally found my first bit. I'm sort of skirting around the same sort of mullock heap he's on, but I'm trying to keep away so we don't interfere, so he can just keep scooping that gold out of the ground. But yeah, I'll give you a look at his gold in a minute. He's doing exceptionally well. Anyway guys, down in the scoop, I have a little bit of gold. Well, that's a little tiny scrape that it came out of. So I've got a little bit of a, I don't know, it might be a tramway little dump running out here, so hopefully it's holding a little bit more gold for me. But out of that little scrape in the scoop, we've got that little bit of gold, so I'll give you a close up. Alrighty guys, so here's a little bit of gold. That's a scruffy little one. Oh, it's going to go a good 0.15 to 1.8 I reckon, but yeah, it is reefy as since it's on a mullock heap. So yeah, there it is. she's had a clean up, and that's as good as it's going to get until it hits a little bit of acid. Yeah, how cool is that? Just there, in that little shallow scrape. So hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit more. Alrighty guys, before I get stuck back into it, yeah, just here. This is where Shannon has been digging, and yeah, he's got, well, he's predicting, because he's lost count, about 30 odd little species. But yeah, I'll give you a bit of a look at them in a minute, but he's doing very well. But I'll show you how small of an area it is to get so much gold. So the old timers, they must have chucked a bucket or two of the good gear straight out of their mine here before they realised they were onto something good. Now, I'll give you a bit of a look at the area that he's digging. So here's the man himself in action.
Hi everyone.
So he's been doing very well just here. So yeah, as you can see, he's basically just taken the loamy stuff off the top. It's gone into this white stuff, and yeah, there has been seriously 30 little bits of gold just come out of just here. So up on top of the mullock, he's got the bit from last time he was here. It's about 3 grams, but yeah. So he's just having a little bit of a fish in a barrel day, I suppose. So we could say good day out by a long shot. So anyway, I'm gonna get stuck back into it, and yeah, can't even get all the gold. Well, I'm still in the same spot. Now, I dug 3 bits of tin and they were screamers, so I didn't bother filming them. But then I got a softie and I thought, one more dig and I'll stop filming because it sounded better than screaming bits of rusty tin. I'm about 3 feet from where I got the first bit of gold. So in saying that, this is the second bit. I thought it was rust. It's an ironstone specimen. It's got speckles of gold in it, and I actually snapped a bit off and had no signal, so now it's got no signal, so I can't find it again, but it may have fine gold in it just because of the nature of this little ironstone species. So yes, bugger. Even when I cleaned it, I really couldn't see, and I thought, this tastes disgusting. I thought I was putting metal or rust in my mouth, as you do. Clean your gold, but then I saw the glint of gold on the corner. So it is an ironstone species, and yeah, Shannon just got a nice one. It's going to go at least 1/4 grammy up to a 0.3, so he is seriously having a big day out. Anyway, enough yabba, I'll give you a look at this little nice bit of gold. So yeah, it had only been about 10 minutes since I found that first bit. You can see where I've been scruffing about. Most of that was for tin, and there's the hole in the center there was actually for this little ironstone species, which is in the scoop. So I persisted and got rid of the tin, which was screaming. I was rewarded by a nice little bit of gold underneath, but I'll give you a close up. Alrighty, so there's the hole it came out of, and here's a little bit of gold. Now, you can see it up on the point to the left of that bit of quartz. I believe that is the gold, but you can see why I thought it was steel. Whoopsie days. You can see why I thought it was steel. It is rusty as, but yeah, you can clearly see gold now and the quartz. So good times. Oh, well, this is awesome. Well, hopefully this is a little tramway dump, and yeah, they've dumped a nice little bucket of goodness there for me, because yeah, over the other side where Shannon is, that's what they definitely have done. So he's found in 2 areas over there, so he has got a lot of good times ahead of him. A lot of digging, but yeah, no, very good. I'm much happier now, 2 bits, and just before lunch, so I'm going to head off and have a bit of lunch in a minute, but I'll try and sneak one more in before we before we go. So, so much nicer getting gold. Anyway, let's get stuck back into it. Well guys, I had another one of those. I'll just give it one more scrape and the target will be out of the ground. And it was, but it's all good, it was lead shot. So, no gold to be seen here. Anyway, carry on digging. Well, I did get a bit. I'll start off with that. But it was so unexpected, it was really weird. I dug this big hole, as you'll see, it's probably about 8-10 inches deep. The bit of gold I found, I wouldn't have heard from the surface. I actually pulled out, it must be like a big chunk of pyrite or something, but it's magnetic. I don't know if pyrite's magnetic, I've never tried it, but I hit it with a pick and it smashed into like bright silver. So maybe it was a bit of pyrite, and maybe pyrite is magnetic, I don't know. But anyway, besides the point, I went back through the hole and I had another signal in there. Actually, there's two. There's another one, I haven't even got it out yet. So, so I dug one and I got it out thinking, yep, it's gonna be more of this pyrite. Bugging me dead, it's gold. Happy to see it, very unexpected, but yeah, I'll give you a look. So there's the hole. So as you can see, it's quite a big hole. The pyrite was quite sizable, it's probably about 1/4 inch, which got me down onto this white stuff. I was gonna do one more dig when I got the pyrite, but it came out and I think it might have been sitting on the white stuff. But yeah, I might have to pull some more of this crap away because it's just fluffy, sort of loamy stuff. So not that inviting looking, but yeah, in the scoop there's a little bit of gold. Check that out. I haven't actually cleaned it yet, so it's still a bit grubby. But yeah, nice. Like, it's not a little rough one. But tell you what, the hole it came out of, check that out. It's a long way down, so I was not gonna find that unless I found that bit of pyrite. Good times. Actually, I've also got a signal just here on the edge. It's just, oops. I don't know, I think it's down there. Just flick me scoop. Yeah, I've got a signal just here, so might have a scratch of that and see if it's another bit of gold. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, there is another signal here. That one's quite loud, but in the bottom of the hole, I don't know, there might be another signal there, I'm not sure. But I do have this one, so we'll get this one out. We'll see what that is. And Shannon has just wandered over with another giant rock. All right, give us a look. How big is it? That big. So he just brought a rock over, which is about half the size of that with a screamer signal. Wave it over. Let's see. Yeah, he reckons
nice one.
Nice one. He reckons he's going for his ounce today. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's well on the way. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to my sad little signal down here, which doesn't quite sound like that. There we go. I'll tell you what, that is not lead shot. And is it? That's silver stuff. I think that's a bit of gold. How cool is that? I'll tell you what, if I hadn't found that silver stuff, a bit of pyrite, I reckon it is, I would not have found these two little bits. And I reckon there might be another signal down the bottom. How cool is that? Anyway guys, I'll give you a close-up. Alrighty guys, I'm not sure how you're gonna, not sure how you'll go seeing this one. It's yeah, it's a bit of a grubby little specy, so yeah, definitely gold. In the sun, in the shade, I'm not sure what's better, but anyway, most definitely the right color. I'm gonna pull that away and I'll see if there is another signal down there, because that's two out of the bottom of this hole. So hopefully I'm on like a little pocket like Shannon over there, because he just showed me one of his species he's cleaned off and it's very nice. Alrighty guys, I've finally got me fifth. It's been been an hour or more, but yeah, it was right there on this little spine. So funny thing is, just below, if I walk out on it, down there you see the red bit, that's the actual reef. That's the actual quartz vein where all that red stuff's coming out. So yeah, that would be somewhat interesting to sample as I precariously walk back up. But yes, down in the scoop, I have a little tiny specie. So pretty happy about that. I cannot see any gold in it, but yeah, I'll give you a bit of a look. But yes, Shannon has just advised me he's totally lost count of how much gold he's got, and he's up over 40 or more. He doesn't really know, and he's got a couple of really cracking species. So I'm doing good though. I've got 5 bits, so I'm just running around the edges, cleaning up the scraps. There we go. I can't see it, so yeah, she's a bit of quartz, a bit of mineralization, so that's gonna need a whack. But yes, that's my number 5. I'm lagging a little, but he is on The best honey hole he has ever been on, ever. It doesn't get much better than where he is right now. Anyway guys, I'm gonna keep working this area and hopefully I can get another one before I have some lunch, but yeah, it is 2 o'clock, so it's gonna be a late lunch. Alrighty guys, I thought this was just gonna be rubbish because it came out with the loamy stuff on top. So yeah, it took a little bit of finding because it's in the fluffy loamy stuff, but yeah, it turns out it's a specie and it's a warbler. So it's got a bit of a warble going on. I'll give you a listen, I love this sound. Alrighty guys, so I'll give it a bit of a swing over, but I'll put the little mic down near the speaker so you can get a good listen to it. How cool is that? That sounds awesome. Oh golly. You can't really see anything. It is locked up in the quartz there somewhere, an ironstone. I reckon you can sort of just see it, but I don't know. Maybe where the contact zone, you can see a little shimmer of gold just here, but I reckon it's between that quartz and the ironstone, and it just runs all the way around. I can see it there, and I can see it there. So yeah, you barely see it, but I reckon there's a nice little chunk locked up inside that. Good times. Alrighty, I'm gonna have a bit more of a scratch just here. Hopefully we can find another one, but yeah, I really do need to go have lunch. I'm starving. Alrighty, I reckon you can probably see Shannon there, and the freaking rock he's holding up. That is a warbler, he's saying. It's a good one. He's got a pocket full. He actually has no pockets left.
Gonna love it.
He's having a day out. It's seriously fish in a barrel over there. No, he is having the biggest day out yet. I got another one. Got it in the mouth at the moment. Yes, I have another one. It is in the same fluffy stuff. I just waved the detector over the same fluffy stuff that the other one came out of, and there's another signal. Oh my God, what a spot. Anyway, I'll give you a close-up. Alrighty guys, close-up time. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. But yeah, there is a band of gold running around there. It might be a bit hard to see, but yeah, it is the full width vertically of that rock. How cool is that? And as I say this, Shannon yells out, I've got another one. It's probably about 50 by now he's got. Yeah, how cool is that? Oh, I think I've got a little spot to work just here now, so still haven't had lunch. I might have to go have it. I'm starving. But it's a bit hard to walk away from gold. Alrighty guys, live dig time. Can I pull one off? I haven't been successful yet. But yes, just there on the surface again. It sounds like another one, but yeah, it is on the surface, so it could be just junk. But anyway, let's give it a scratch and find out. Righto, so that's where the other two came from, but yeah, it's pulled down to this fluffy stuff. As you can hear, there is one right there. Oh, we're out. And we're in the fluffy stuff. Oh, yes. There we go. That is getting a bit big to put in the gob. Well, there you go. Live dig, I believe. I just don't know what it is. But that is definitely a big lump of quartz. And there's a signal inside. There we go. And I still haven't had lunch. I think I just need to pull the pin and go, because it is seriously 20 to 3 almost, and I'm starving. But how can you walk away from this? Alrighty guys, so lunch is done. And it's like 3:30. And yes, I just got tricked by a big rust nugget. I thought, you beauty, we're on. And then I saw it was steel, so that was very disappointing. But in the scoop down there, we do have a little bit of gold. And it came from that side of the mullock just there. So it dropped, we got it to drop into this little hole I made, and boom. It's actually a good one, so I'll give you a bit of a listen. Alrighty, have a listen to this. Yes, it's another warbler. That's 2 warblers in the one day, and yes, in consecutive weeks effectively. Alrighty guys, I'll give you a close-up. Look at that. Ironstone specie. Nothing much on that side. Let's roll him over to that side. That is cool. And that has a fair amount of weight to it, I tell you, for the size of the rock. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's gonna need a whack to get that little bit of gold out, and possibly a little swim in some acid. But yeah, there you go. From just there. Good times. Anyway, let's keep digging because we're running out of daylight. Well guys, I think we're up to about, I don't know, is it 8 or 9? That's pretty cool. I'm starting to lose count, so hopefully I can get as much as Shannon. But we did do a quick count while we're at the car having lunch. He had 55. 55 either little bits of gold or species. So, and he's already found another one already. So that's 56. So that is a hell of a lot of species and gold. So he's going to have a good old time crunching all that up. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep working this area. Hopefully get some more. Apologies for just gold digs. But yeah, it's a bit of precarious sort of little bit of ground I'm on. So yeah, there's not a lot of rust here. A few, but not too much. Anyway guys, I'm going to get digging because yeah, so we are running out of daylight. Well guys, for what was quite the slow start to the day, we are coming home with the wind in our sails, and hopefully the wind's not too bad with my little fluffy mop on my microphone. So yeah, but yeah, down beside the coil we do have another one. It's an ironstone specie again, and it's really prickly. So it's actually quite a nice one. I don't think I'd like to hit it with the hammer to get it out. I think I'd rather just stick it in some acid and burn off the ironstone. But anyway, we'll give it a close up. Alrighty, and here it is. Look at that. That is quite, which literally, quite the specimen. Oh, there it is. Yes, ironstone specie. It's gold, all wrapped up in the ironstone. That's pretty cool, I like it. Wow, what a great day this turned out to be. And for Shannon, probably the best day he'll ever have prospecting. It'll take a lot of beating. Very nice. Anyway, a little bit more and then we'll probably have to head off. Well guys, my day is done out here. I think Shannon's is too. He's just doing his little bit of reclamation work or hide his little honey hole. But yeah, it's actually got to the pointy end. It was they were coming out thick and fast, but they've actually backed off a little. So yeah, all good things coming to an end, I guess. Anyway, thanks for inviting me out, mate.
No worries, buddy.
Like, it's been fantastic. Yeah, it's been a while, so it's good. You said you're going to bring me somewhere with gold, and yeah, well, you did that. You brought yourself somewhere where you've got a ton of gold, so no, he has done very, very well. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next in the shed for the gold cleanup and weigh up.
Take me a month to clean mine up.
You're going to have many good hours of cleaning. But yeah, we'll get a photo of all Shannon's gold and we'll stick it in the vid, just so everyone can see he's upwards of 60 species and gold nuggets he's got today. So good times. Alrighty guys, so we are back in the shed and here's my nice little gold haul for the day. So yes, I ended up with 10. So about 4 little bits of gold and it looks like about 6 species. So some of them I can't see what's inside, so we're gonna have to smash them up to find out. But yeah, soon I'll tell you how much Shannon got. He had the best day out on the gold he has ever had. Not likely to have into the future, but it was a sensational day nonetheless. Alrighty guys, so I've broken up this rock. Now this is one rock. Did I say I would be happy with a gram? 2 grams I'd be absolutely chuffed. Well, this is one rock and I reckon it was one of the ones with a warbly sound, because check this out. This is one rock. Well, 1.13, I've got my gram, so I'm happy, but this is still the same rock. So there we go, one rock so far, 1.64 grams. So, wow. What an awesome day. Anyway, back to the crushing. Well guys, that's rock number 2. Hey, 1.29. Now that is the last of the big rocks unfortunately, but yeah, look, we are going to smash not 1 gram, but 2 grams, but I reckon we're going to get over 3 today. So this is certainly going to be one of my best days out in quite some time. But yeah, check that out. Anyway, back to the crushing. Alrighty guys, just before we get to my weigh-in, I must thank Shannon for inviting me to one of his patches. Like, he found it a week or 2 before we went there. When I got there, he'd already found 11 bits. So in the end, he actually found 62 little bits of gold or specimens. He has crushed it up, he has cleaned it off for a staggering 21.4 grams of gold. So he has had the time of his life. So yes, big thanks, Shannon. Really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, let's get to my way up, which I think it's actually a lot better than I actually ever thought. So I think this has definitely been one of my best days out in the gold for quite a while. It has been for this year anyway. Anyway guys, let's find out. Well, there it is. Now that was 10 species all smashed up. I don't know how many bits of gold are in there now. Far more than 10. But yeah, we did get a couple of chunkers. So let's get those guys on first and see what we get to. Have a quick guess what you reckon. But oof, I was hoping for 1 to 2 grams. I know I'm already way over 2. So maybe can we get 4 grams? Now that would be a sensational day. Anyway guys, let's get stuck into it. Get the old scales on and see how we went. Alrighty, 1.12. We'll see what this one weighs. 1.08, very nice. Alrighty, 2.1. There's another big one. Get the big ones on first. 274. 3.3. Oh, we are gonna smack 4. 3.68. Ah, bugger it. Let's get them all on and see what we got. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Righto. 5.22. Well, I can seriously say that has been the best day out. Let's call it a year or 2 or 3, maybe even 4. That is sensational. Well, holy crap. 5.22. Woo! That's an $850 day. That is sensational. But Shannon had a $3,500 day. So pays to get out in the open air into the bush, doesn't it? Another big thanks, Shannon. Appreciate it, mate. Great day out. Anyway, guys, if you did like this episode, which I hope you did, give it a big thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.